So I got the solar panels, and something I do is I switch out what came with it. So this came with it, which is a 12 gauge wire. So I switch this out for this wire, which is a 8 gauge wire. So this is a wire that go down inside the van. I use the same nuts. I solder the wires together and change that out. And then I'll do that for the black wire too. So I usually put the red wire, this hot wire, closest to the charge controller. So it's only about an 8-foot run. The negative wire will be about 8 plus 6, so 14-foot run. Okay, so I put the cover back on, and then I'll go do the same for the black wire. So there's going to be the negative one I'm going to do. So this is positive, this is negative. So I'll take this back off. So this is the negative line coming in, so I'll pull this cable out, pull this screw out, resolder a new line that's an 8 gauge instead of a 12, and then get back to you. So there's the old clamps that just held it in place. So I'll take those off. So a little bit of solder and flux later, go and insert that into the hole and screw it back down after we put on the nuts, of course. So there's the black wire with the nut tied into the system. Now the solar panels themselves are joined to a U-bolt that goes up through the aluminum part of the panel. That's joined with a aircraft locking nylon nut and a washer. So I mean, this is bulletproof. This will never ever come off or so yes, you can tilt them. It also makes them, I would think, very hard to steal. So that should work okay. Now you see it's joined to this little wire inlet. So the panels are wired in series, right? So you have positive to negative, positive to negative. So it ends up with a positive wire that goes in, and then it ends up with a really long negative wire. See, that goes up to there. So I like them in series better because then you get better voltages. These are about a 9 amp panels, so you only need about a 15 or so amp breaker. So the question comes up, why not tilt the panels? We did that with the last van. I never tilted them. It's a pain. It takes about at least 10 minutes. So if you're going to stay at an RV park for a week, yeah, I guess it's worth it. We always found that maybe the batteries got down to 80% overnight. My wife likes to run a fan at night, so that does drain the batteries down. But really by 10 o'clock with the panels flat, it'd be back up to 98%. And that was on 100 and just 50 less watts than this van has. So I don't think I need to tilt them. These aren't tiltable. It could be, I suppose, if you put a hinge on the side and figured out a way to connect them over here. I'd never use it. And two, these aren't light panels. To get on a ladder and push them up and try to hold them up while a pole goes in doesn't feel like a real secure thing to do. And I'd hate to fall off the ladder trying to tilt the panels. I could see if they were battery tilted, oh my God, what would that cost? If you lived in a northern climate, if it was the middle of winter, if you were in an RV park, yeah, you know, you're going to spend a week or 2 weeks or a month there. You're going to want to tilt the panels because it's going to give you that little bit more. But we're summertime, June to October, something like that, maybe May to October. So the sun's usually direct enough that it gives us plenty of power. So the take-home point is probably buy as many panels as you can so you don't have to tilt them, rather than trying to wring every watt out of every panel. So I hope that helps you.